and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Smart Tank Revolution, where we always kick out at two. I am your host, Mr. Donnie Wonderful. I'm getting straight to it. I'm going to begin with an analogy and then attempt to explain how we got here without going on too far of a tangent. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, right? Hall of Famers, NBA Hall of Famers, Chicago Bull legends, right? 6 rings each. Tim Duncan, 5 rings. Magic Johnson, 5 rings. So on and so forth, right? Larry Bird, like all of these great legends. Bill Russell got more rings than he has fingers. Hall of Famers, right? NBA top 100 players. You know who never gets mentioned and has more rings than Jordan? Robert Ory. 2 rings with the Houston Rockets, 3 with the Lakers, 2 with the Spurs. Fantastic career, right? Doesn't have the numbers that scream Hall of Fame, but he's a winner. And he's a recognizable one as well. Big shot Bob, right? We all know about him. I mean, all the basketball fans, you know, we all know about him. Like his name rings bells, but he's not ever mentioned in the Mount Rushmores of anything. Hence where we are today, right? We have a playlist on this channel called The Essentials, where we rate and rank wrestlers based on 2 unique rating criterias. One of them comes from Bret Hart's book, My Real Life in the Cartoon World of Wrestling, and the other one is our very own special called The Essentials, right? 3 categories for each, different scoring systems. But when this playlist started, and we opened up with Shawn Michaels, right, just to get that out of the way, but we stayed away from those Steve Austins, The Rocks. You know, we did a special for our 200th video where we did Hogan, but like Undertakers and those guys, like we stayed clear from them. I mean, I started with an HBK. Joey Business rebutted with Bret Hart. So like, but those were like the top guys. We stayed away from, like the Mount Rushmore list of people. And like if you go through the playlist, like you'll see like, Yokozuna's in there. Triple H, um, Davy Boy, Owen Hart, Sid. If we touched any of those Mount Rushmore legends, I would like to say it was due to like a special circumstance. I forgot the reason, but it was by request that I talk about the Undertaker on here. But after all this long-winded intro, our truth deserves his flowers. And this is me realizing that our truth is actually 52 years old. In 8 years, he'll be 60. He looks great. You know, he takes really good care of himself. I remember when he was K Quick. I remember the 3 Live crew in TNA. He was just somebody that I've always seen. And I'll probably talk about this later, but like I remember Team Pac-Man. Oh God, Team Pac. And then he comes back to the WWE, right? And he's been, there was Golden Truth, Awesome Truth twice. That 2011 that he had was amazing. Was it Little Jimmy? When he was borderline dementia, as I like to call it, but it was great television. Our Truth, in my opinion, checks off a lot of objectives or a lot of the criterias that you need to be a great wrestler. But we'll never mention him for some reason. The talent's there. I mean, obviously, he was booked differently, and then, there's 24/7 title, and all these things we'll get into as I eventually will get over to rating him. But when you look at it, just think about this now. Before I even add any scores or before I go down the whole criteria, our Truth is not a bad wrestler. He's actually a damn good one. He's a respected veteran. Everybody loves our truth. You guys ever seen the Goodfellas? Our truth is Stacks. Everybody loves Stacks. Our truth is entertaining. So he crosses off both of those, the sports entertainment or sports entertainer title and the professional wrestling title. He has a great look, like he engages the audience and everybody loves him. Let's get into this actually. Let's get into this. All right, so I will provide the rating criteria in the description box in case you want to read it, but we're going to get straight into it. So, of course, we begin with Bret Hart's criteria, three categories scored from 1 to 10. The wrestler's look, promo ability, and in-ring work. So, we're going to go with the wrestler's look. And I see this as multiple branches on a very, very, very tall, bulky tree. I only tend to focus on two of them. So, one of them, if he walks past you in a grocery store, could you tell that he's an athlete? And what I also like to consider is the ring attire, like how flashy does it look, how flamboyant is it, how if your child was a fan, could he dress up as this wrestler for Halloween and people recognize him? If not people, that they'll be able to say, "Hey, you must be a wrestler," or something of the sort. So what Bret Hart meant when the wrestlers look was primarily the body. If you hear him right, that also plays a good factor in it too, because the physique, our truth's physique, has been consistently well. Look at all these emails trying to come in now, but his physique has been consistent. I mean, goodness gracious, does he ever age? Come to think of it, like our truth has looked. He must be bathing in the fountain of youth. I gotta give him some high. You know what? I need to learn his regimen. What Arch Ron Killings? If you ever hear this, email us. I want to know what you eat. I want to know your workout plan. 52 years old, he looks great. Physique, no problem. The appearance, it was all he very hip hop based. If you guys can remember, him and the Road Dog when he was K Quick, time to get rowdy. Always had a mic in his hand. Like he looks the part. He definitely looks the part. Like there's nothing special about his ring attire, but like it fits him. This is a tricky one, right? Because I think that all of these categories, when especially if you listen to all our other episodes on this and all of our other wrestlers that we evaluated, we kind of like cater it towards them. And I believe he should score very high in this. So I'm gonna give him an 8, even though I actually really want to give him a 9 for consistency. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him a 9 for consistency. He's been lean, yeah, chisel cut, whatever you want to say. Like our truth has been the same. I mean, there's a model of consistency there, and he looks natural. There's nothing exaggerated about it. He looks like he takes care of himself, and I believe he deserves to score high. I mean, there's been like 2+ decades of this. He's 52. He is 52, doing leapfrogs and hey, listen, man, he get a 9, man. I don't care what anybody say. I don't. I think he almost outscores the Ultimate Warrior or somebody on here who's also on this playlist too. Yeah, I need to go back and listen to that one. The promo ability, you know, for some reason, I just feel like John Cena, MVP, uh, who else? Even Conan to a certain degree. Like any of these wrestlers that dabbled in music or have that as a alternative talent, like I think they're already great on the mic anyway, in that context. But if you can write a song, you can articulate yourself really well. And for promo ability for him, which is defined here as the effectiveness of performing a dialogue or monologue used to advance a storyline. If you can do it in comedy and make Brock Lesnar crack, I mean, come on. Like can anybody justify me not giving him anything above an 8 here? The 24/7 title was supposed to be, and it actually was, just like the comedy belt. But look what he did with it. We were watching those segments, and that is some good acting. Because I mean, actors want it. You know what I mean? Like all of these things. That, come on, man. Like I listen. What I'm trying to do is like I'm gonna settle in the middle because I really want to give him a 10. I'm gonna give him a 9, but he actually deserves a 10. But it's a very own special, unique type of class that he's amongst. His promo ability isn't what Ric Flair's is, right? They're completely different. It's not what The Rock is, but it is uniquely tethered to him, to our truth, and I'm trying to think somebody else that, like, if I were to say Santino Morella, like, like not the comedy guys, but guys that can really like flip that switch on and off and really be entertaining. I believe that they deserve some leeway here. As a matter of fact, I am going to give him a 10. I'm a huge fan of our truth, huge fan. I'm going to switch it from a 9 to a 10 because I believe that he is multi-talented. And if you can go back and listen to his interviews, like the guy is just a ball of energy and a ball of entertainment. Like this is what he does. Give him a live mic and have a camera just follow him around. This is what he does. He deserves that. And then his in ring work. Again, sometimes less is more. Um, like I love the I used to call them like the breakdance splits. It's not the full John Claude Van Damme, obviously, but like it's like the double dragon drop kick type deal where that leg doesn't go all the way back, but it doesn't enough. So he's agile enough to work a speedy pace. Never had a problem with that. Like this is a real good grasp of the fundamentals they teach you in wrestling school. I'm going to give him all right, like I'll give him a 7 here. There's nothing that blows me away. But it's still very believable and it's entertaining to watch. All right. So that's the Bret Hart criteria. What did I give him? 8, 10, and 7. Pretty darn good. And then when we get to ours, 3 categories scored from 1 to 5. With you can do the 4.2s, 3, 4. There's a lot more clear leniency with our scoring. 3 categories again: innovative effectiveness, classic matches, classic rivalries, and defining and redefining moments. Okay, the innovative effectiveness, I have it as the ability to work as a babyface or heel. We love babyface, our truth. Um, 2011 was, I believe, like his best year, the year where we all took him more seriously, and at least in WWE, feuding with John Cena, and I guess that's going to bleed over to the classic rivalries. But everything is there. But like he has his niche. He has his niche. With being a babyface. I'm gonna give him a 3.5 here. I'm just gonna leave it 3.5 because it's been more babyface than heel. But I didn't even counter in TNA. So yeah, okay. We'll just think 3.5. 3.5. Classic matches, classic rivalries. Um, well, I guess here's where he kind of takes a hit, at least on the WWE side. I mean, he has a lot of good ones, just really no classic ones, but he's not really booked for that. Um, he can carry on a story. Like I said, he's very entertaining. But nothing really, you know, nothing that's going to say, hey, I need to go back and rewatch that over and over and over and over. The segments, yes. Like I said, he's a great wrestler, really great wrestler. But like as far as classics, And I'm thinking, the criteria here is Steamboat Savage. There's too many of those. Some good matches with Cena back in 2011. Uh, I'm laughing now. Just even the this year's WrestleMania with the tag team turmoil, the ladders and everything. Him reaching in for a tag, like those spots are all just like if it's classic because of things like that just work specifically for him. Um, but yeah, like this one, I actually don't know. I have no idea. Uh, I believe ranking too high is me being too lenient, but ranking too low is also not fair. Um, I have no clue what I'm gonna do with this one. Classic rivalries. There was some great TNA stuff. If we're encompassing everything, there's some great, 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 great TNA stuff. Like I said, the Four Live and the Three Live crew. Um, I really enjoyed watching that. Him. I remember it was him, Sting, and somebody else against Jeff Jarrett's boys. Some good stuff there. Okay, so I can leave it right there in the middle. I'll just give him a three. I'll give him a three. These are things that you all can go back and watch. Like that. That was rewatchable during the time when it was hot. And then defining and redefining moments. Um, this man defined the 24/7 belt. And that's recent. That's something that we all can see and agree with. You know, I mean, his entrance alone are defining moments. Everybody's gonna say what's up. So you know what? I'll keep him there at a 3-2. He's in the middle. He's in the middle. I like to say when for our rating system, I give him like a C plus, not a C, like C plus close to a B. You know what I mean? Or like yeah, C plus B minus ish. He's like right there, and you can make cases and arguments specifically for him that fit him and that nobody else or a very small selective crew of wrestlers can you can attribute that to them. That's why like he's extremely unique. Very, very, very unique. I decided to resurrect this playlist and begin by using wrestlers that we really, really, really gonna have to dig deep in the craters of our brains to justify some of these scores. And our truth is perfect. It's just 20 plus years of content of our truth, K Quick, Ron Killings, and we can justify it. We can if you gave them a 10 in any of these or whichever way in the scale you decide to score them and rank them, I believe it's justifiable. We have the substantiated evidences, as I like to say. But yeah, this was fun. We like to do these off the cuff as if you're right here in the living room with us. No notes. Obviously, this is how we roll here in Smart Tank Revolution. I had fun doing this, and we have 30 plus videos on that playlist. Go back and see somebody you like and see if you agree or disagree with us, and let us know in the comment section as well. And there's tons of wrestlers who I never even got to. I mean, I have Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect essentials somewhere on this hard drive. I have to go find it. But yeah, we got tons of more wrestlers too. We will eventually get to the Rocks and Stone Colds. We're gonna do this playlist a lot more often than we have. I think that I've only done one other one this year for Eddie Guerrero. You see, like wrestlers like that, like making cases for them. And in this instance, Ron Killings was never a world champion. So like that's why I like doing these guys, you know, because it really, really is gonna bring you back down memory lane. But I guess this video has been long enough. If you made it this far, thank you. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, keep the notifications on for when we do drop new videos. Shout out to my esteemed colleague, Mr. Joey Business. We'll be together very soon, and we will get back to having our dual conversations and more videos with the two of us. But again, thank you for making it this far if you have, and until next time.